take it away, folks.
Hello, hello. I'm also the commentator or co-commentator. I'll be here with Double.
Technically, yes, because I'm also going to be doing talking. Hi, everybody.
Yeah,
It's me. I'm DoubleDubbel. And yes, I am here with Googler to. I'm here going to play some Momodora for you guys.
show off this game. Show it off a little
Momodora
bit.
4, to be exact. Because this is the first game in the series that uses a subtitle rather than a number.
Mm-hmm.
But, we call it Momo 4 all the same.
This is the normies game. This is the entry game.
I mean, it's the longest 80% run of the series. Momo's 1, 2, 3, and 0 are all shorter.
That's true.
I think combined. I think Momo 1, 0, 1, 2, 3 combined is shorter than this game.
Yeah, it took me 3 hours to get through the first 3. I think it took me 5 for this one.
Yeah.
I started with this one.
So this was the credits, so we're actually already done with the game. Everybody, thank you all for watching, and back to you, Nick.
Oh my gosh.
All right, then. We're gonna...
I could not resist, I'm sorry.
He's just that fast.
Yeah, live world record, actually. Now, we'll get back to the title screen here. So you can see it here. Momodora Reverie on the Moonlight, courtesy of Bomb Service.
A little bit
running on
look here.
patch 1.07, which is the most recent one, and there are some match differences.
Just before we get started, we're still having some issues, but it is on our end. So we're just going to quickly restart OBS and restart the stream. So bear with us for a second, folks. We will be gone momentarily, and then we will be right back. Right, we are back. Apologies for that, but hopefully that means that we should now have a nice, smooth stream for you all. All right, I'll let you continue, Double.
All right. Yes. Thank you, Nick. So guess I'll redo the intro. The short version. So yeah, I'm DoubleDubbel. This is Momodora Reverie on the Moonlight, and with me on commentary I have Googler.
Hello. You got anything to tell about the game's story, real quick?
No.
Maybe while you're starting it. What?
Well, yeah, you probably know the story better than I do, so you can talk about that while we sit
you
through
give
the
it to
intro
me.
cutscene. I just want to point out that version 1.07 and there's version differences, and we'll talk about that when we select the run. So So very important here is that I pick file 1, because if I have to reset for any reason, I want to pick file 1. File 1 is the default selection, so I want to have that as I get back into the game.
Quicker menuing.
Quicker menuing, indeed. It's a marathon run, so you got built-in safety.
True.
So there's 3 control styles here. There's keyboard. This is mandatory for run validation, by the way, to show your keyboard mapping. I've mapped one of the movement buttons to numpad 1 randomly, just to show it's original. And then we've got 2 controller ones. I am using a PS4 controller for this. There's controller and controller alt. All it does is switch which button the ranged attack and the roll is on. For reasons you'll find out very quickly, I want to have both jump and roll on the face buttons, so I'm going to pick regular controller style. Now this is any % normal. Normal referring to the difficulty we're playing on, normal right here. There's easy, there's hard, and because I have not yet beaten the game on hard before, I don't have insane available to me, but that is also a difficulty that is there. So time starts when I press confirm here. So let's get into the run in 3, 2, 1, go. All right, so story.
Right. So you play as Kaho. She's a priestess. She comes from some other place in the world than where we are now in game. Her village is just getting destroyed by this curse that is coming from a different place called Karst. And basically our duty is to go over to that place. We got to figure out with the queen. We have to make an audience with the queen. I think that's like the medieval phrasing there. Seek an audience or whatever. And we got to sell the business. For the sake of the speed run, you'll find out pretty quickly that the queen is actually the one that's been messing around with these just black magic, I guess, that's been sending out all this just problems to other places in the world. And throughout the entire game, we're just going to be destroying everything. There's just no remorse.
Including this chest that I went out of my way to get. You'll see why the money is important later. Now, with most of the story out of the way, we'll talk about the movement here, particularly this rolling that I'm doing all over the floor. You could probably notice yourself that it's moving me faster than the regular walking. Nice shot.
Close. And no cigar.
I'm gonna tease this guy.
Just bait him a little bit.
Yeah.
Get him riled up.
But yeah, occasionally you'll see me do this. Nice, I got it.
Yeah.
Is me rolling into the air. It's called a roll jump, which is quite literally pressing roll and jump on the same frame. So by dictionary definition, a frame perfect trick.
Yeah, it's a little tedious. And as you'll go through the sectors in the game, or just the segments, I'm not sure if you can.
Nice, make the.
It's a Metroidvania, so you call them sectors, right? You'll notice that there's
sectors,
spikes.
areas.
Yeah, there's spikes, and you see some spikes now, even in this room. Those spikes insta kill you. It's not like in other Metroidvanias where it just does a portion of your health. It does the whole thing. When you're using rolls and roll jumps like this, you're kind of
also, Nick, time to pay attention.
Forcing momentum on yourself. Be a little tricky.
Oh no! Don't kill me.
Yeah. What the heck?
It's a message. I missed it. Alright, so the actual name of this boss is Adea. And yeah, the pearl on the back is the weak spot, which I fire in between attacks. Like so. And yeah, that's the fast way.
Yeah, one of the fast ways.
And yeah, I did get poisoned right before, right in a few screens ago, and my health started draining very low, but I hit the save point in time, which it removes poison and it heals you to full. So,
yeah, that was really close.
So there's a very particular reason I had to fight that boss without getting damaged.
That is because with each boss, or when you beat a boss without taking any damage, you actually get a signature item from it. And for this speedrun specifically, we use all of the items that we get from the bosses we fight. They just happen to all be good, save for maybe one or two items.
Yeah, with the exception of one. So, yeah,
perfect for us.
Also, swag roll jump.
Because we don't need to do any more money collecting, like you saw earlier. That's the only instance
you can
of
see the item currently equipped in my inventory right now, the crystal seed. Also, for marathon safety, I'm gonna go back here. And
that's a good call.
This door.
Because this boss is a little tricky, a little randomized.
Save
so
again.
Yeah, double can get screwed over easily here. Which is another thing about this game. RNG. It's a little bit of a
two
feat.
full combos, then I jump away and just fire arrows. That ball, if it hits me, I take damage. If I stand in the cloud it leaves behind it, I get cursed, which means I can't use my items. And that's bad because I want to use items in just a bit.
You also gotta be tricky being up close to this little guy here, because he can just jump into you and smack you in the face.
Yeah, also you can, also the poison, get out of here.
There we go. All right, now on to the second phase. Brace yourselves.
All right, so this is the game that you can play that I was alluding to in the boss, the boss name.
Wait, what? Oh, sorry. What'd you say?
Oh, the Mocha boss name. I renamed it to "Want to Play a Game" chat, and then here's the game.
Oh, right. Okay.
So the crystal seed improves my damage. That was very close to getting hit.
Oh my god.
That's two.
Yeah, that's two actually. Holy crap.
It's random what it does. So yeah, the crystal seed improves my my physical damage. But again, I have to do this boss damage list to get a special item.
Yeah.
Luckily, the roll is very good at avoiding that.
Yes, the roll is very powerful.
Yeah, you can see it get pretty dicey at times, and this is why I took the save point earlier. But yeah, one of the best items in the game, the Bachman patch.
Our good old friend here. I don't even know how it works though. It's like an item.
Nice, did that room perfectly.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
Yeah, to do that room perfectly, at least the way I approach it, I have to do that. Get those 2 frame perfect roll jumps. Well, not frame perfect roll jumps, but as I mentioned, technically frame perfect because it's the same.
I think it's frame perfect.
Put 2 buttons on the same frame. But yeah, 2 roll jumps in those specific places to avoid everything.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, you have the damage boost from things where you get knocked back.
Yeah, it's a either you take a little bit of damage or you fall into the spikes and you gotta reload. It's a like I mentioned earlier. It's one of those moments where rolls and roll jumps can be a little dangerous.
Yeah. Also, if you miss the if you didn't get the amount of dives right and want another shot, you will get another shot. We will be seeing this lady again.
We can keep on counting.
All right, I am not ballsy enough to go for a roll jump off that platform with the chest, because if you miss it, you roll it to the spikes and die.
Yeah, you do have a like a 1 or 2 frame window to swim just out of its reach, though. But I think you also kind of have to be.
So little change of pace. I'm not going to a boss here. I'm going for an item.
Yeah, a little bit of a detour here. We're going to need that when we're leaving this area, because we're not coming out the same way we came in. We're actually going to go to the next sector to just, breeze right on through here.
Yeah,
which is just the thing about this game.
Yeah, the garden key, we're going to use it twice to go from one area to another area as per the routing we have. Because, yeah, as we mentioned before, it's a Metroidvania, so there's different routes you can go. Different boss order you can do.
But in the case of the speedrun here, the game just lays itself out. In the 80% run specifically, the game perfectly lays itself out, so you kind of do everything in just one swoop. It's really cohesive.
Yeah.
Compared to how other
same with the damageless boss items too.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah.
Again, playing it safe by just murdering. Playing it safe by committing murder. Oh, that's... I was fine, but yeah, that's how much damage that attack does.
Yeah, those are a little more dangerous. You gotta be careful jumping through there.
But yeah, it doesn't matter what amount of health I enter the boss in, because I have to do it damageless.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so this little fairy that appeared. Want to talk about that? Because we didn't during the Lubella fight.
Right, so that's the blue fairy. As you saw there, they just unleashed that just barrage of lasers. You do that by doing the D-pad portion. I think maybe there's
the directional inputs of the Konami code.
Of the Konami code.
Yeah, the fairy's name itself is Konami with the C, which I find very amusing. Also, yeah, Android 16's favorite boss. DBZ abridged reference for you all because bird.
Oh, okay. I don't even watch DBZ. That's the problem.
All right, so yeah, damageless free, that gets us the sparse thread.
Another really good item, actually. There's they're all really good, but the sparse thread is probably the beefiest out of all of them, really.
Also, that giant rain of blocks, that's the Bachman patch.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, some of the abilities in this game they're kind of like those stickman fight animations, where it's just some attacks can get really exaggerated and just fill up the screen.
Also, yeah, I sat there and waited for the bomb. If you're lucky, that throw will blow it up, and if you're even luckier, the wall can already be blown up when you go back there.
Mm-hmm. You have to be really lucky.
It gets blown up on your first visit to the room, but I was the minimum lucky on that one.
Yeah, there's a few special moments in this game where you can get some neat little time saves, but you do kind of risk also losing a lot of time if you really try to go out of your way to get them.
So yeah, garden key used right there to go from the subterranean grave to here, Whiteleaf Memorial Park.
We won't be here for long, though. It's a little bit of a small area, but it has one of the more important items in the game.
Yeah, wait here on this platform to crumble away, because I want to go down here. Also, a bit of an exploit here of intended game mechanics. When you hit the save bell, items get replenished. So I use the crystal seed and then hit the bell to get another use back. So now I go into this boss fight. Guess how many dives?
I'm going to say 1. Okay, I was expecting 1 the first time.
Well, there it is.
Okay. She's going to be close, though.
Yeah, I don't know. I'll probably...
No.
Ow.
Yeah, those ones are weird. Because they don't both all come in at once like the first fight does.
Yeah, exactly.
They come in one after the other.
Space up your
throw
dodges.
you up a little bit. Or throw you in for a mix-up.
Whoops, fired the arrows the wrong way. So yeah, important thing to make sure she's poisoned. Just in case she does a dive, the poison will continue ticking. Also, if you use Konami... There we go, that was the correct... There we go.
There we go.
Alright, so this is the one boss. There's 2 bosses you don't have to do damageless. The final boss, obviously, because the run ends after that. And then the only boss during the run that you have to defeat... that you don't have to do damageless is this boss right here.
Yeah,
and nice, I got the ghost.
Ooh, nice. Yeah, the item that you get from this boss fight, I can't remember what it... Doesn't it, like, damage you or something?
No, it's an item that restores a small amount of health per kill you get, but we're not killing enemies unless they're absolutely in the way, and on top of that, it's a very small amount anyway.
Yeah,
so it's just not worth it to get.
Yeah.
Not an item we use. But now we're a cat. We're cursed to be a cat, except we immediately get an item that lets us willingly transform back. So it's really no hindrance at all. But cat goes fast.
Yeah. With cat form, the movement that we were talking about earlier, the rolls and the roll jumps changes a tiny bit. Now you kind of do these roll jump cancels just to move around faster as cat. So, and the canceling comes from you meleeing. And that just, like, kills your... It kills kind of the lock the game puts you in with the roll. Because you can't do much other actions until the roll is over. Or the roll jump is over. But in the case of the cat form with the roll jump cancels, you are able to kind of just cut it halfway.
Also, yeah, this is one of the patch differences in version 1.07. You're forcibly transformed back into a human during any NPC conversation with another human. In older patches, you would stay as a cat, and a silhouette of your character would appear instead.
I honestly like that a lot more, though. I think that just works more than like the magical saying this game has. Or at least just the fact that there is magic in this world.
Right. So I didn't need to hit the save bell. The only important thing was to enter in the room, and that'll come into play later. But yeah, to talk more about the cat movement, the reason we do that cancel that Googler mentioned is because with the roll, specifically with rolling as the cat, there's just a considerable slowdown at the end, and yeah, the cancels that slowdown. Also, here's a mid boss. Don't blink.
Yeah.
And done.
There you go.
Some people. Shout out to the auto splitter that has a split moment for that.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, listen, if you want to be like really focused on your time, that's something to use. But at the same time, that's like an easy way to stress yourself out, right?
I mean, true.
You know, you're just following your time a little too closely.
Yeah.
But, you know.
So, we mentioned this was a Metroidvania, so here's the obligatory backtracking.
Yeah, and the obligatory fast travel ability.
There's this area down here that we can now dip into. Now, because we're small.
Yeah, little passageway there. Enemies here are a little bit
you
tricky.
don't get damaged.
Any percent run, we don't mess with the trickier bits of this area. This area is a little bit crazy.
Right, made this platform cycle. Nice.
That was good.
Transform into a human here and pick this up. The crest fragment. We haven't talked about the fragment yet, but we picked up the first one after beating Frida, the bird boss. Which gives us faster charge arrows. This one gives the ability to warp, and this is the reason I dipped into this room. I didn't need to hit the save bell. The only requirement for getting a warp location available is you have to have physically been in the room that contains the save bell you warp to.
In the case of the crest fragments we're grabbing here, like Double was just talking about, you will find in some other area in Car City, there will be a force field that you cannot get rid of until you collect all 4 of these pieces. And the area behind this force field is the last 2 sectors of the game, which we'll need to clear before we can finish it.
Did that wrong, so I went back out and back in. So transform into a human and enable the seed, because that's another limitation of the cat, is you can't use... the only item you can use as a cat is the cat sphere.
And your leaf.
Oh yeah, and the leaf. Well, I'm talking about items, not weapons.
Yeah.
Okay. So this is where I pop the... Alright, so I'm firing my arrows a little differently. I'm letting this yellow particle appear. This is called half charges. Orbs.
Ooh. Oh my gosh.
Oh god, I'm gonna risk it. Jumping over.
Nice.
So this is half charges, which is better DPS.
That was a little scary.
Oh, nice. Kath getting the kill.
Yeah.
So yeah, this is Kath, our a friend, except we're gonna be mean to her and say no to her request up here because the dialogue's shorter for it.
Unfortunately.
And we get called a damn roach for it. Yeah. So yeah, another boss we need to do damageless. I'm pressing circle, but I don't have the ability for it yet because that's here. Getting a little bit ahead of myself because yeah, now we can do this. Also, get used to this save point because we're going to be warping here a lot.
Yeah, pretty important room to add on your map as soon as possible. And as of now, we're just traveling over to the opposite side of this monastery here, because there'll be a person that has a key to the next room we need to go to. And get
this is a
crest fragment.
A cat witch of sorts, this is the one NPC that we can talk to as a cat. So yeah, this is what you got in older patches with every NPC and what they changed in the patch.
The little
so you do get to see what it looks like. You don't miss out on it from this patch. No, not up there, here.
You almost do an AVIB there.
Alright. So I could turn it into a cat here, but I won't because I have to climb ladders, which cats also can do. Alright. Just walk and then dash.
This next fight coming up here will be a little bit of a lengthy one, let me tell you.
Yeah. Check the boss name. Watch this bar down here. Watch it now.
Oh, you did that so quickly. What the heck? Wait, what? Usually for like an hour or two.
I love this run.
Yeah. Usually you'll find that fight to be it's kind of like one of the bigger moments for this game. But in the run, just
without all the overpowered boss items. Yeah, without the overpowered boss items, this is a really tough fight.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Especially to do damageless.
Yeah.
Anyway, so yeah, the reason that health bar melted as much as it did is because of the Pocket Incensory, the damageless boss item from the Arsonist that we beat before getting the dash. Ow. Okay, that's fine. Contact damage is better than getting hit by that swing attack.
True. But you still gotta be careful though. Skeletons here specifically do more contact damage than most enemies. For some reason. This area particularly is just very dangerous.
Also, yeah,
there's
very
a lot of
specific
things that'll do huge damage, especially at this amount of HP.
Also, particular movement here. Ow. Transform back into a human here, because there's ladders. So, particular movement here is when I get off a ladder, dash first, then transform back. Because there's a bit of a cooldown on this dash, which is these circles. There's a circle radiating from me every time I dash, and then when it seemingly randomly appears is when I get the dash back. So when it comes off cooldown. So go around the scary enemies.
And there's lots of them.
Yeah, I have to be careful here, because there's a lot of backtracking that I have to do if I die here.
Yes.
Well, yeah, we're in the clear now, so hit the save point again.
And if you don't
the boss I always dread the most. Because it's very easy to get hit and lose out on the damageless item. And yeah, you can see with your own 2 eyes here how long this trek is from the last save point I hit.
Just you got this though. Just manifest it.
Yeah. I'm just gonna properly set up for this. Take my time. Send in this specific archway. Activate it. Press start to skip the cutscene. And yeah.
Let it rip.
All right. I'm gonna wait for a roll here, and that should be the range. Okay.
Nice. Okay.
Got through that.
Home stretch.
Oh, I didn't get the. Uh-oh.
Careful.
Damn it.
Oh, holy crap. Dude, that hitbox is so tall, actually. I thought you would have jumped over that. Okay.
The fact that I didn't get the supercharge was what threw me off, because yeah, the 4 fragments that we used to get into this place, the 4th fragment. So yeah, the 3rd fragment was what gave us the dash, and the 3rd fragment, or the last fragment, gave us an extra bow level charge, and that's what I wanted to use there. Okay, that hit. Okay, cool.
Nice.
Now let me actually supercharge this now.
Okay.
There we go.
There we go.
All right, second try ain't bad.
Yeah, that's a good recovery.
Because yeah, the heavy arrows, they're gonna replace the Edea's Pearl here. I need to do another menu. This one, we need to put the Sealed Wind. The item we got in this place that I routed to when I was explaining the dash cooldown. So hit this save bell, very important. I want to save that I got past that boss. I don't want to die here and then have to redo Lupia and Magnolia again.
Yeah, true. And just like the last area,
I definitely almost jumped into those spikes above me.
Yeah. I've done that a couple times. But just like the last area, the enemies, there's still some of these skeletons here, but there's also just a lot of obstacles that do a lot of damage too. And spikes. It gets a little scary here at the end of the game here.
Oh, dang it, I did menu wrong. So I needed to do it this way, because I need a Bachman patch to do this. Hit an off-screen switch to make that ladder appear. Forlorn Monastery is where I need to warp.
The reason why... Sorry, what were you saying?
I was talking about what we're doing. So yeah, warping back to the monastery again. And making this track back again. But it's a little bit different because we have to dash here now.
So it'll be a little quick trip. We're just going to use the Sealed Wind over at this well here. Because, well, one, it's closed. But we got to spin this little propeller to get going. And what's in this little, like, reservoir is hibisco tea. And we bathe the leaf in that. And it gives it some new properties that can, I think, what is it, it freaking sponges the evil. Like it's spongier at just consuming the evil and just preventing us from getting bodied with it. Because this is what we need for the true ending, or else we get hit with that evil in the bad ending and we die. But for some reason, this Lee's presence just stops that, I guess. It's
that's
kind
something
of weird.
Yeah, that's something we haven't mentioned yet. But yeah, getting the true ending by doing all that sequencing, getting all those fragments, and then getting the sealed wind, and using that to open up that area with the hibisco tea to upgrade the leaf. Yeah, all that sequencing is mandatory for the true ending and is mandatory for runs. Because
some reason, basically,
there's a lot of run that we wouldn't do if that wasn't a requirement.
Yeah,
also, does anyone have
one and all that.
Does anyone have a napkins? Because we need someone to clean up all this ketchup that Cat spilled on herself.
Yeah, she's fine.
Do I need? No, I need missive here. Yeah, okay. Rest of the items are good.
Reasoning for the true ending thing is, from what I hear, is usually there's no credits run, and the game just sends you back to the title screen after the ending, and it just gives you the save. Or there's no offer of New Game Plus either, which is what you get from the true ending, is the ability to play New Game Plus.
Nice, got the quick kill.
So
that was Clone Angel. The tell, not intended by the devs, but it is there, is the one which flies lower, is the real one.
Yeah. Basically, it's just a matter of interpretation, and we went with the true ending as a goal to reach.
Well, yeah, I don't need the ladders. I'm a jumpy cat.
A little bit of tricky platforming there.
Yeah, I need to properly bait these attacks while I'm stuck in this elevator.
A little claustrophobic.
Yeah, and here we are, the final boss. It's here.
Yeah, this is a really short game, so when it comes to speedrun, a lot of things.
All right, so let me lay down the strategy here. So Tainted Missive is an item that boosts the damage by 100% at the cost of 25% HP. Triple hit, launch the attack. Another triple hit, wait for the animation, full supercharge.
There we go.
That's phase 1. Do another supercharge. There we go. One attack, then regular full charge, and double threat to kill phases 1 and 2. Then during this, I switch the Bachman patch in and get the missive ready. Speaking of getting ready, tech, get ready on time, because it's on final hit of this third phase. Stand in this spot. Pop this. Bachman patch, do Konami in between. Another one. Alright, now melee hits until I get a supercharge. And that's time.
Holy smokes.
Yeah, that attack that came in.
That's a chunky one.
That came down and exploded right as the fight ended. That would have killed me if it hit me, so I fired it just in time.
Yeah, that was scary. That's a good time, though.
Yeah. So this is what the true ending is. We absorb the evil and vanquish it, but we sacrifice our life in the process.
Okay, so that's where that sponginess comes from. Okay.
Yeah, we absorb it.
Like a sponge.
So normally the text that's about to come up explains it, but I did a little special with it. A little something special. This one's for you, chat. Epic Momo Gaming. And that, ladies and gentle people, was Momodora, Reverie in the Moonlight, 80% normal.
That was an awesome way to finish a run.
Yeah, exactly. Nick, can you give me a heads up on the time? Because I'm seeing chat.
Yes, indeed. It was 29 minutes and 12 seconds.
Yeah, that is actually really good, especially because I had to redo Lupia and Magnolia.
Mhm.
So
Yeah, there wasn't really many hitches
that
there.
is really solid. And yeah, so about the tournament that I put in the text boxes, yeah, I have my match like early next week, and
Yeah.
I'm probably
Actually,
gonna
yeah.
get wrecked because I'm up against one of the best runners, one of the top runners of this game. But it's
Don't
gonna
say
be
that
fun.
yet.
It's gonna be fun, and that's what matters. And this game is fun.
Mhm.
So yeah, really solid speedrun. As you can see, one of my favorite things about it is the snowballing of it, of doing bosses damageless to get items with which you can do more bosses damageless and snowballing that. That's definitely one of my favorite things about this run. But this game itself is also excellent. It's an excellent casual game. So yeah, even if you're not into speedrunning it, you can still go and pick this up. And it's a really bright time for Momo right now. On top of the showcase here, there's
also got the new game
there's
coming
the
out.
tournament that's mentioned before, and the 5th game in the series, Momodora Moonlight Farewell, is currently in development, and you can already find the Steam page for it and wishlist it.
Probably coming out this year. It's the most we know. Probably 2023.
Yeah, I do.
We
think,
don't know for sure.
I have good hopes
just
that it will come out this year.
whatever works for them. If they need more time, they need more time.
Yeah. All right. Well, Googler, where can people find you?
Oh, I think my name is.
I think it's twitch.tv/thegoogler.
No, it's Googler. Okay.
Oh, just Googler.
I was just
okay.
checking.
Sure.
Yeah, I was checking my name on screen because sometimes I change my screen name.
Anyways,
yeah, you can just find me like that. And I do runs myself.
So yeah, thank you to as it said on the final boss, shoutouts to Pixel Perfect Marathon for having us and having Momo. I'll be back on tomorrow as well with some Lost Kingdoms, so that's also going to be fun. And there's going to be also many more great runs. So yeah, game is thanking me for playing, and I will once again thank you for watching.
You have a good one, everybody.
Yeah, thank you to you both. That was an absolutely fantastic run. You both did really well with your commentary, and it was just some really nice little moments in the run given us the shout out, so thank you so much for that. Folks, don't go anywhere. We've still got plenty of runs left for you on just today's stream. We've still got tomorrow to go as well. Metroid Dread, Crash Bandicoot 3, Totsugeki Mix, Antichamber and Superliminal are all still to come, but up next it will be, after this short intermission, Electric Man 17 running Toy Story 2 Buzz Lightyear to the Rescue.